I feel snarky, oh so snarky, because the news are lousy and there's no other thing to do but to react to them in a snarky way. No, we won't be singing today. It's just that news suck. The news are horrible. So we're going to be snarky about the news today. I mean, seriously, good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, January 15, and this is Coffee and Headlines, our favorite place to get snarky about news that we don't feel good about. Our favorite place to get together and talk about things that enhance the quality of our life here in Puerto Vallarta, and our favorite place to try to find some sense of humor in all the craziness that is going on around the world. If anything that I've said fits your what is the phrase? Fits your bill, matches you. I know that there's an idiom there that is escaping me. If it fits your bill, just stick around, grab your favorite beverage, and let us hang out for a few minutes just to find out how you are doing, how I'm doing, how Luna is doing. And this, well, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but 4 hour long erections, give me a fucking break. Anyhow, it's going to be one of those days. It's going to be one of those days. As always, we want to welcome new friends to the fold. So if you are new and would like to let us know that you are new, um, just write it on a comment and we'll give you a nice welcome. You won't get COVID by saying that you're new. You will get nice welcomes from the rest of the cluster. That's what we do here. And if you have something truly important that you wish to share with us during the broadcast, that you wish to have commentary about, just add the letter Q at the beginning. Albert says, wow, Paco, you're on today. Well, I'll have you know, Albert, I'm not on anything other than the fact that I'm looking at the news. Do you want to know how I feel about the news? Let me show you how I feel about the news. Where is where is it? I know I put it up here something. Ah, here it is. This is me about the news. You know, if you need me today or tomorrow, I'll just be an ostrich. I'll be hiding in my hole. That's exactly how I feel about. Oh, thank you. Float your boat, puts cream in your coffee. Those are the ones that I was looking for. Um, Anyhow, fuck. It's just, well, let's get started with the news and we'll take it from there. Welcome to the, what did I call it? Welcome to the Vaccination Certificate Hunger Games. And that's not with the ostrich, it's with this one. For anyone that can't avoid going to bars at night, as you know, the requirement to present a vaccination certificate or a PCR test taken within the most recent, I think it's 48 hours, went into effect yesterday and will continue in place at least until February 12th, unless the state government comes up with another more creative idea. To me, the images in this news note are so telling. Here we have what looks like a bar employee with a face mask at half mast, um, checking the legality of an unmasked bar goer certificate um, outside of a venue. Here's some photos of Bar Morelos that have very clearly explained what you're supposed to do or not to do. Oh, tickles your fancy. Yes, that's another one. And yeah, Paratime, you know it. But check out this other photo. Isn't this lovely? Like closely standing people with baseball caps and no face mask, standing outside of a bar waiting to check whether they can go in or not. I mean, if you can put on your goddamn face baseball cap, why can't you put on your goddamn face mask is a mystery to me. And I know I'm going a little unhinged here, but that's okay. It's the last day of the week, and that is the way it feels. Let the games continue. We learned from this other news note that according to Vallarta en línea, thousands of locals and tourists were turned down at the Malecón, at bars, for not having their paperwork, which resulted in a slow night with low sales. Well, this sucks, but then again, the government could have easily just decided to shut down the venues altogether. Why people are not willing or able to download their paperwork is a mystery to me. And then there's this one. The games continue. They do say that Mexico is a land of opportunity, and there are now 17 businesses in Jalisco that offer fake vaccination certificates. You can open the 18th business if you'd like, but if you're busted, you could go to prison for 4 to 8 years. So kindly consider this certificate business as part of the game. Maybe you win, maybe you lose. What can I tell you? And now, it turns out that if you're over 60 and you get a 4-hour-long boner, you are not having a lucky day. According to the American Journal of Emergency Medicine, some patients over 60 with COVID symptoms have also developed an exaggerated growth down in their incidentals, otherwise known as priapism. What a horrible word that is, priapism. It's so nice to see, oh my God, your dick is hard. That sounds so much sexier than, oh my God, you're a priapist. Anyhow, I tell you, between the fart smelling test and the boner test, I will know if I have symptoms, as I haven't had a 4-hour-long boner lucky day ever before in my life. So when this happens, yes, I will make a phone call to try to get back to try to get a test or whatever. Meanwhile, whenever air comes out of my butt, I just continue to know that I'm doing just fine. And why not? Let's have another one of these. Okay. If you are having a change of heart and have decided to get vaccinated and you think you missed the first timer campaign from yesterday and the day before, you are in good luck. The campaign for booster shots for seniors, second shots, and first timers that took place in those 2 days was so successful, the local government has decided to continue it this coming Monday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you can get your prick by 5 and go get to the nearest bar by 6, and you will have at least the paperwork that you need if you need to go out and get slightly blitzy. In a matter of 24 hours, the number of City Hall employees with COVID went from 59 to 114. Enough said. Meanwhile, the positivity rate in the free tests conducted at the Centro, the Cook University campus, is now at 50%, which means that for every 100 tests, half of them turn out to be positive. Enough said. If you need me this week, again, I think I'll be just hiding in my hole. But before I go into my hole, let us take a look at what's going on with the weather right now. I convinced Netflix to raise their prices. You're welcome. I tell you, snarky weather never fails. It's 25 degrees out there, feels like 27. Humidity, it's at 68%. And for those of you that continue to hang on to the illusion that Fahrenheit will spread, uh, 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Enough said about Fahrenheit. Our weather forecast for today, humid and mostly cloudy with a high temperature of 28, low temperature of 20. Tomorrow, Sunday, humid throughout the day, 29 is the high temperature, 18 is the low. And Monday, it'll be humid and mostly cloudy with a high temperature of 28, low temperature 18. How about that? We have more. Let's see what else we have before we get into your comments. Oh, yes, we don't have a new lord or lady today, but there is this news reporter from a Jalisco television station named Leonardo Schwebel who definitely got lordy on the airwaves the other day, throwing condescending remarks at anti-maskers out there with colorful metaphors, some of which I would love to quote today. And you have to watch this to really appreciate it. He says, and I quote, all anti-vaxxers for me are like flies, and you cannot convince a fly to become a little bee. Flies like to be in poop. So if you like to be in poop, stay in the poop. I don't care, but I do care if you give me the virus. And that's just a starter. He gets really fugly later on in this little meltdown that he had on live television. It really is worth watching. I also wanted to let you know that there's a new mural in town by local artist, not local artist. I don't know where she's from, actually. I'm not making that up. Her name is Liz Rochelle, and the new mural is at the corner of Juarez and José Ortiz de Domínguez, right in El Centro. I haven't seen it, but if you're out and about today walking around the city, you may want to have a look. I also want to show you, oh my God, I didn't even show you the headline of the mural. It has a bunny in it, and it has some other things. I don't know exactly what it has, but we're going to be looking for this at some point in the near future. And I wanted to throw some praise related to this this flyer that I just saw this morning. You know what I like about this? I like the fact that there is a little photograph here of Brett Rowe. And I like it for two reasons. It's not like Kim Kuzma needs any help to get a good billing. I mean, we all know and love Kim Kuzma. The way she performs, the way she sings is absolutely wonderful. But it is nice to see that venues are now being thoughtful enough to let you know when there are great musicians involved in a project. And Kim is a great performer. Brett Rowe is a great piano player. I had a chance to converse with him during the December 30th concert. He's a brand new piano player to Puerto Vallarta. He's been here just a few months. And it is nice to see that venues are starting to make a difference by letting us know whether a certain gig is going to include live musicians or not. Because if you're going to be paying for somebody to sing, it makes a difference, at least to some of us, whether you're paying for someone to play or whether you are playing for someone, or you are paying for someone to push the play button in the sound booth. So that sounds snarky, but it is nice to know that there's, live musicians going to be a part of a performance. Last but not least, I failed to set up what I want to set up next. So let me do it on the fly. This is a short video that was sent to me by one of our viewers of what's going on in the construction of the new Insurgentes Street Bridge. So let's see. I'm going to break things a little bit by creating a white screen. I'm going to unmute this. I'm still here, don't worry. And I'm going to throw this over here. Pretty amazing to see the size of these beams and all the work that's necessary to restore that bridge. And this is over in 10 seconds. And there you have it. I'm kind of curious to go out there and do some photography, but again, these days, I don't know how I feel about going anywhere. And I'm continuously grateful to be happy here at home. Let's take a look at your comments. And I apologize for being so snarky this morning. It's just that some days the news just drive me crazy. Da, 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 da. Albert had another meal delivered from Bravos. That's wonderful. Um, let's see what else we have here. Dan and Kathy are in San Diego, all boosted with Moderna. Mazel tov. I love it. I love it. Um, if I sang the whole show, Kathleen, we would break the internet, that's for sure. And Marcia is here on time. Mazel tov. I love it. Welcome to the Snark Fest. Well, yeah, we have to have one from time to time. Let's see what else. Looking forward to having my lunch with a side order of snarkiness. I love it. Thank you for enhancing my vocabulary again. Let's see what else. Ramon is coming back in 11 days. I love these countdowns that you guys share with us because, um, it's nice to have things to look forward to. I love it. Ba-dim, pam, pum, pam, pam. Thank you for my first out loud snarky laugh. Any tsunami warnings for PV area? No, not yet, Darlene, but I will be so happy to let you know when this happens. Um, Sean nailed it. I am concerned with no masks and with middle aged men wearing shirts with no sleeves. I am concerned with no masks and middle aged men wearing no shirts at all. It's not a pretty sight, especially when they're a little round like me down in the belly area. That is just not sporty, gentlemen. Let's see what else. Cheryl is unhinged with me, staying in for a few more weeks. Cheryl, the ostrich thing is just a metaphor. In fact, in days like today, I am so compelled to be out. But be out carefully and responsibly. I hope wherever you are, Cheryl, there are mellow places where you can go for a walk and just listen to nature around you. And so, 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 if you're feeling like staying in, just do so healthily. You know what I mean? Because I know that a lot of us sometimes tend to get depressed about things, and maybe this is my own way to cope against that trend. Um, let's see. Da, 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 da. Your comments are on fire. I love it. Mask shaming is a thing. Oh dear. I need to get out more often. Um, Masks aren't necessary when you're hiding in your own hole. Oh, absolutely not. Which is why it's nice to hide in your own hole. Um, it is unfortunate that any government can't adapt as quickly as COVID. I will not agree or disagree, Stefan, but I will throw my 2 cents. I think it's unfortunate that we cannot adapt as quickly as COVID. Because for anything any government can do, it's us morons that are reluctant to adapt, that are making things very, very complicated right now. It's not just the government. I think we are just as much to blame, if not more. John, being an art gallery owner, says not all murals are to be celebrated, but we'll have a look. I look forward to your comments on that one, John. Um, Oh, good. On a positive note, we went to Oregano's in Versalles last night thanks to your recommendation. Absolutely wonderful. If you like Caribbean food, it is a must. 6 people, 6 different meals, all excellent. Please try the oxtail. Well, Mark, one of my problems with going to Oregano is that I cannot stop ordering the oxtail. It is so fracking delicious that it is difficult for me to become adventurous with a menu, but I should. And if I sure hope you got to meet Taco as well, the pet pig in the house. I love oregano, and I'm looking forward, if I may be um, not gossipy, but sure, I'll let you in on something that's going on in my private life. I have found out that my dear friend um, Eric Wichner, who runs Vallarta Eats Food Tours, is now branching to Versalles and is starting to do a Versalles nighttime restaurant exploration. So I've reached out to him and I've said, Eric, you have to come on the show and do an interview to let us know what you're up to. And we have to have dinner and catch up and all that wonderful stuff. So we're going to go to Oregano. So there you have it. I'm very much happy to consider Oregano is in among the small group of restaurants that I love to repeat at from time to time. Uh, Anybody anywhere to find half and half? Have checked the usual haunts. Um, oh dear, that's a good question. I think I've seen half and half at Costco, but I'm not entirely sure. But I will also let you know if you're looking for specialty things. I discovered Hershey's covered pretzels at Walmart, and I swear to God, if any health agency is conducting a study on health consequences of eating too many pretzels covered with chocolate by Hershey's, I would be a perfect candidate for that study. Yummy. Let's see what else. The trucks that transport those long beams are amazing too. You know, Alan, I tend to like long beams in general, so I'm going to have a closer look. Let's see. Da 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 da. Lori's in the snarky boat with me. Welcome aboard. What? Tsunami was forecasted from the Mex-US border north to Alaska, didn't materialize, was due to an underwater volcano in the South Pacific. Good lordy. I tell you, I'm staying in my hole. Ay, 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 ay. Um, Introduced friends to Siam last night. They loved it. One is a cocktail gal, and what she ordered was perfection, of course. Well, what can I say? I'm a convert. Um, I'm a convert. And somebody else loves oregano. I tell you, oregano is absolutely wonderful. Christy and I went together. Yes, oregano is wonderful. And Mark loves taco. We all love taco. And here's a confirmation for Costco having half and half. And and there's another one for the person who asked. Yes, Costco has half and half in a 2 pack. You don't need to show your vaccination certificate at Costco. So, oh, but then Barbara says no half and half at Costco. That's too bad. But isn't it fun to be able to have a place where we can talk about little things that make our day, like where to find half and half and where to find um, Hershey's chocolate covered pretzels. I just love it. That's all I have. That's all we have. I hope that you will have a safe and snarky and positive weekend. I hope you will find a way to counteract all this negative vibe and find some humor in it. Um, I do that by staying in close touch with my friends. We have a debate. Darlene says Costco does have half and half. There you have it. So, what can I say? I don't do half and half. I do something that is more decadent than that. But I would give Costco a go. Remember, Costco is going to be very crowded until July. So, any time of day that you choose to go to Costco is probably going to be a good time. And I see a lots of good wishes for weekend, so I'm going to share my own. Have a great weekend, and I will be back with you this coming Monday, as always, to try to bring good news. And if not, we'll bring the bad news. And if it's all bad, we'll try to be as snarky as we can. What is more decadent than half and half? Those artificial things that Coffee Mate makes that are flavored, like hazelnut and vanilla and stuff. They come in little Tetra Pak containers. They are absolutely heavenly, and they are contributing to all this. And I don't care because they make me happy. So be happy. Be happy this weekend, and I'll see you again soon.